In today's video, I'm going to go and show you how to go ahead and get better aim in Roblox Rivals. So to start off with, let's go ahead and go over my settings. I'd highly recommend going and using these settings. And this whole video applies to anybody on mouse and keyboard. Also to anybody on mobile. So no matter what you're playing on, even controller, no matter what you're playing the game on, you'll be able to go ahead and get some sort of advice from this video. So anyway, for the settings, you want to go ahead and basically copy these settings. They're all up on screen right now. You slow down the video, pause it, do whatever you need to do. I mean, most of these should be on by default, but definitely these are mainly, I think majority of these are for mobile. Especially if you're on mobile, make sure aim assist is at the max. I don't just play on mobile, so I don't need to have aim assist on the max because it doesn't work for mouse and keyboard as it says there. But if you're on mobile, make sure that's all the way to the max there. And then there is some other pretty important things to go and do, and this is mainly, I feel like, people on mouse and keyboard, I suppose you kind of choose no matter what you're on, is your FOV slider. So basically, the lower you have your FOV, sorry, the smaller the target becomes. It makes it much easier for you to go ahead and see them and hit your shots. As you can see, this is the smallest FOV you're going to go and get. But there is a few downsides to this. The lower you have your FOV, the harder it's going to be if you go ahead and see what's going on around you. So at 80, I can get a much better view, so I don't just see what's directly in front of me. I can see what's going on around me. And then if we go all the way to the maximum, you get a much bigger view of what's going on in the game. And if you play on mouse keyboard, literally just scroll and see. But again, that basically means the target is going to be the smallest it possibly will be. So definitely have a play around this. It may take some time to go and get a FOV that's actually what you want to go ahead and use. But I would highly recommend giving it some actual time because this is such an easy way you can go ahead and boost things. Also, if you do want to go ahead and mess around with some other settings, you can go ahead and change your your sensitivity over here. That's basically how fast you move when you spin around. You can go ahead and mess around with your zooming. So basically when you zoom in with the gun, how much you're going to zoom in. Mess around with these and see which ones actually help you the most. So definitely recommend going ahead and getting a good enough look at these settings and really just play around them. I'm not 100% to say my ones are perfect. They're definitely not. They're pretty basic. They're just more like a basic outlier. But basically, go ahead and get these settings and then change them to make it so they actually really work for you. You are going to have to spend some time messing around with it because it's been different for every single person. I mean, there's just so many different settings on this. Anyway, though, we're going to also show you another way, and this is for everyone. I feel like most people know this, but if you actually want to go ahead, and if you go all the way into here, it should load us in a second, and then we can go ahead and show you guys the shooting range. So the shooting range, you can pick any weapons. So you may be tempted to go and pick these really OP weapons. The chances are you don't actually have them. So pick some you actually have. So for example, I'm going to pick the crossbow. I'm going to go ahead and pick the handgun. I'm going to pick, I mean, let's say if you do want to mess around, so you go and pick let's pick the katana. And then, I don't know, let's go for the Molotov. Let's go for that. We now can actually go ahead and use these weapons in this when they go ahead and load. And should only take them a second or two. Here they are. And you can actually test them out. And you can go ahead and mess around with your settings. You can jump pads. You can see what you can go and hit. There's targets, basically, you can hit. So, for example, this can be a little bit of a risky shot here. But there'll be target just up there. Do we hit the target? I don't know. I can quite a bit, so it may not actually show we're hitting anything. So, same as the only thing is you let me load up the gun. But if we use the pistol, you can go and see we can actually go and hit the targets. It's just a really good way to test out your aim. You mess around with sensitivity. Make sure you're the best way to go and do it. Also, this is really a chance for me just to go ahead and show you literally just zooming in. And I don't know, basically every time you want to tweak like a main setting, you're going to have to go in and out. But the majority of stuff you can actually test them out. I actually haven't to go into a game and ruin anything. There's also targets that actually a lot of people, so you like throw them at them there. You can go to get your bow, you can be like, charge this up all the way, go launch. I don't think I actually threw because of the lag. Wait, okay, I did throw because the lag, it was just quite delayed. I did say I was lagging, that's my proof there. And you go and shoot them there, try and get some headshots. Of course, really just spend taking some time going doing this. The only thing you do need to keep in mind is when you play the actual game, enemies are going to move. Of course, it's the only thing this doesn't really have at the moment. I wouldn't be sure if they add in some sort of like proper moving target type thing. But enemies will go to move and it'll make it a lot harder for you to go ahead and hit them. But I mean, if you hit them when they're standing still, that's half the challenge done there. Then you just need to work out basically where they're going to go. If you want to go and emulate it, I feel like they've got this to help you here. Is if you, we fell away down. If you quickly climb up this, if you want to use the like ropes they have around the map, this kind of emulates moving in a sense. I mean, you're the one moving, so it's slightly different, but it's going to be the same principle at least. And you can go ahead and be like, oh, bang, 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 bang. Try and actually hit your shots. Spend your time actually making sure aim is going to hit your targets. And I actually am hitting the targets right now. You see them like flashing up. The damage just hasn't registered. I mean, you try melee weapons. Try doing some different like things. Sliding with them. Going in with it. Anyway, though, guys, hope you did find this video useful. I feel like this last part of the video, majority would have known. But like, it's the really good way to go and like package it all in one thing. So you actually now know what you go ahead and can do to improve the game. And this is even going to reload. This gun probably won't even reload. Anyway, guys, see you next one. Have a good one. Drop a like, subscribe, watch more Rivals videos.